A couple of my subscribers have reached out to me and asked me had I heard about this story. I don't know if it's because of the story itself or because of the state it happened in, which was in the state or is in the state of Maryland. I had people reach out to me on Patreon, and I had people reach out to me in the comments section of a particular YouTube video that I had did. And I said, I think I briefly heard about it in passing, and I said, let me just go ahead and look into it. And sure enough, it's coming out of Montgomery County, which, of course, if you do not know, is a county in Maryland. It's actually in one of the more nicer parts of Maryland for those who are unaware of the geographical surroundings of the state. So in this picture, you have a 18-year-old by the name of Alex Ye, and he was arrested after he threatened to commit a mass school shooting via a 129-page document or manifesto detailing the plans in which he planned to carry out. The model minority strikes again. A Maryland high school student was arrested and charged with threat of a mass violence after police say they discovered evidence revealing the teen had plans to commit a school shooting, authorities said Thursday. The arrest on Wednesday came after authorities discovered a 129-page document they say was written by 18-year-old Alex Ye, the Montgomery County Department of Police said in a news release Thursday. Authorities learned of the writings following an exchange Ye had via Instagram messaging with an unidentified person who felt a school shooting was imminent, according to the teenager's arrest. He said he felt it was imminent, in other words, basically saying he felt in his mind that it had to or needed to happen. The unidentified person knew Ye from an inpatient treatment at a local psychiatric facility, the warrant says. Now we know where they headed with that. Ye referred to the writings as his memoir, which begins with a disclaimer that it is a work of fiction, the arrest warrant says. In the document, Ye writes about committing a school shooting and strategizes how to carry out the act. He also contemplates targeting in an elementary school and says that he wants to be famous. Now, what did I tell y'all about these copycats? He wants to be famous. So his desire is to go and commit what will be the equivalent of a domestic terroristic act, all for the sake of wanting to be famous. There's many other ways nowadays where people go about to be famous. It's crazy some of the stunts that people will pull, but going out to commit an act like this is definitely not one to want to be famous for. But you know what's so crazy? In this warped society we live in today, people will get idolized and praised for stuff like this. The hell, they did it with Jeffrey Dahmer back in the day. So this wouldn't even surprise me. A search warrant obtained by MCPD led to internet searches, drawings, and documents related to threats of mass violence. MCPD said it was notified by the FBI about Ye's alleged writings, which prompted a joint investigation by the two agencies. Ye is being held at the Montgomery County Central Processing Unit awaiting a bond hearing. It is unclear if he has an attorney. Ye was hospitalized in December 2022 for threatening to shoot up a school, homicidal and suicide ideations, according to the arrest warrant. So he threatened to do this before. It says the student was then hospitalized for 5 months in 2023 at Johns Hopkins Pediatric Unit for quote-unquote homicidal ideations. It sounds to me like they just need to keep him locked up before he actually goes out and commit the act. And what scares me is that they're going to continue to release him until he actually does something, and then that's when they're going to act. And it's crazy I have to say that, but how many instances have we seen before where that is literally the case? The student did say he wanted to shoot at Wooten High School and his elementary school, but never stated the name of the school. The counselor knows the school to be Lakewood Elementary. In response, the school district has increased security as a precaution, specifically at Wooten High School, because of a valid concern of a school shooting. The arrest warrant noted, adding that they hope it will serve as a visual deterrent. Montgomery County Public Schools said it is aware of the arrest of a student from Wooten High. The student has not physically attended classes since fall of 2022 and has been enrolled in an online program. The charges are extremely serious, involving alleged threats to harm others, the school system said in a statement. We value and appreciate the close collaboration between MCPS and MCPD in this matter, which is an example of our shared commitment to identify and address potential threats with due process before they materialize. MCPS declined to speak on the matter, citing student privacy laws. Police announced that a news conference is planned for Friday. Of course, by the time y'all see it, the conference will have already happened. So yeah, we have another person out here that basically wants to go out there and commit acts of terrorism, because that's basically what it is. I wish they would actually call it that, but I'll call it that. That's literally what he was going to do, was commit a domestic terroristic act. And why? His reasoning: because he wanted to be famous. Imagine you want to be famous for harming people. That's what it's come to, y'all. And he's only 18. He's only 18. Let that sink in. He was born when I was still in high school. And this is the mindset that he has. He hasn't even lived yet. And notice again how they are tacking on, he has these mental issues, he was hospitalized and all this and the third, but they kept releasing him, and now he does this. Well, guess what? I wouldn't be surprised if they end up releasing him again, although they should not do it. I would not be in the least bit surprised if they end up releasing him again. And the crazy part about it is, the more and more you do that, the more and more at risk you're putting everybody, because there's a good chance he might actually carry out the act that time. I thought the whole point was to get him and keep him locked away, so there wouldn't be a chance for him to actually possibly carry out this act. I mean, he wrote a whole 129-page manifesto saying what he wanted to do, why he wanted to do it, how he was going to do it. He probably listed in detail the places where he purchased the guns, him going to practice, or maybe not practice, who knows what he put in. 129 pages, that's a lot. Whether to write it or type it, that is a lot. That is basically half of a book right there, or maybe if it's your first book, that might be your whole book. But yeah, he basically wanted to copy somebody else, and he said he wanted to be famous. What a way to try to garner fame nowadays. But then again, I've been saying this for a while on my channel, the bar is so low that it's practically being bench pressed by Satan in hell.